Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel Endurance Duo. I am here again with the next video which is on GST amendment. These are the important GST changes applicable from 1st April 2021. First one is on penalty. Section 129 of the CGST Act, under detention, seizure and release of goods, the penalty would be 200% of the tax payable. We will understand the difference between the existing provision and the proposed provision also. So let's move on. So section 129 of the CGST Act. Existing provision, the section has been divided into two parts. Section 129 1 subsection A and section 129 1 subsection B. So we will see the first part. When owner comes forward, अगर ओनर खुद आके अपना गलती मान रहा है तो उसका क्या पेनल्टी होगा. अगर वो टैक्सेबल गुड्स है तो टैक्स प्लस पेनल्टी equal to 100% of tax payable. This was the existing provision, but the proposed provision or the amendment provision is that tax plus penalty equal to 200%. वो 100% up to 100% of the tax payable हो गया. And if it was the exempted goods, तो lower of the above, that is 2% of the value of goods or 25,000, whichever is lower. ये same है दोनों में. So the second part, when owner doesn't come forward, हम लोग खुद ही पकड़े, ऑफिसर खुद अगर पकड़ रहा है तो क्या होगा, टैक्सेबल गुड्स का टैक्स प्लस पेनल्टी इक्वल टू 50% ऑफ द वैल्यू ऑफ गुड्स रिड्यूस्ड बाय टैक्स पेड. एंड इन द प्रपोज्ड प्रोविजन it will be higher of the above, that is 50% of the value of goods or 200% of the tax payable, whichever is higher would be the penalty. And in case of exempted goods is the same, that is 5% of the value of goods or 25,000, whichever is lower. Okay, so the next point is on input tax credit. ITC will be available to the taxpayer only if the supplier has uploaded the invoice in GSTR 1 and that is on filed within the due date, and the invoice is reflecting in the GSTR 2B of the taxpayer. Taxpayer ITC तभी claim कर पाएगा अगर supplier अपना GSTR 1 टाइम पे फाइल किया हो एंड उसका इन्वॉइस रिफ्लेक्ट हो रहा होगा GSTR 2B में. And also if there is a mismatch between GSTR 1 and 3B, so the notice will be issued to the taxpayer, and if the officer is not satisfied with the SSA reply, so he may proceed for cancellation. If you all want to know regarding registration and cancellation of GST, do comment in the comment section below. We will make next video on that topic. So the third point is on HSN code. If a registered person having aggregate turnover in a previous year have to mention the number of digits. If the aggregate turnover is up to 5 crore, तो 4 digit. If the aggregate turnover is more than 5 crore, 6 digit. Previously it was like up to 1.5 crore nil, more than 1.5 crore and up to 5 crore 2, एंड मोर देन 5 करोड़ 4. 3 बाइफर्केशन था, उसको हटा के ये लोग बस 2 बाइफर्केट कर दिया कि अप टू 5 करोड़ रहेगा तो 4 डिजिट और 5 करोड़ से ऊपर रहेगा तो 6 डिजिट, एंड इन केस ऑफ एक्सपोर्ट इट इज 8 डिजिट्स. ओके, and the next point is on e-invoicing. This is the most important amendment. E-invoicing will be mandatory to all the registered person other than 54(2), 3, 4, 4A or SEZ whose aggregate turnover in any preceding financial year from 2017-18 onwards exceed 500 crore in respect of supply of goods or services or both to a registered person or for export. It means कि जो भी registered person है 54(2), 3, 4, 4A को छोड़ के और SEZ को छोड़ के जिसका एग्रीगेट टर्नओवर 17-18 के बाद 500 करोड़ से ऊपर है, और वो भी इन केस ऑफ ओनली B2B सप्लाईज एंड फॉर एक्सपोर्ट, तभी इनवॉइसिंग लगेगा. सो नाउ वी विल अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आर दिस 54(2), 3, 4 एंड 4A. 54(2) इज फॉर बैंक, NBFCs, फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन. 54(3) इज फॉर GTA. 54(4) is for supplier of passengers and 54(4A is for admission to exhibition. And SEZ, this ये 5 लोग को in market language और in layman language we call privilege sector. This मतलब इसको छोड़ के जो भी registered person है इन पिछले साल 17 के बाद 500 करोड़ से ऊपर हुआ होगा इन केस ऑफ B2B सप्लाईज एंड फॉर एक्सपोर्ट, तो इनवॉइसिंग लगेगा. नाउ वी विल अंडरस्टैंड दिस बाय एन एग्जाम्पल. Popatlal has made a sale to a registered person of rupees 300 crore and has made a export sale of 150 crore and made a sale to unregistered person of 70 crore. So total sale is for 520 crore. तो हम लोग सोचेंगे कि 500 से ज़्यादा है तो इनवॉइसिंग लगेगा, बट दिस इज़ नॉट. इनवॉइसिंग इज़ नॉट एप्लीकेबल बिकॉज फॉर इनवॉइसिंग वी हैव टू check only B2B sales and export. That is 300 plus 150, that comes to 450 crore. That is why invoicing is not applicable here. Next point is on letter of undertaking. If a registered person wants to do export or supply to SEZ units without payment of tax, so he may apply for the letter of undertaking for the financial year 2021 and 22. Now the applicability of GSTR 9C. The requirement of getting accounts audited and furnishing of reconciliation whose aggregate turnover exceeds 5 crore only for the financial year 1819 and 1920. See, in the original section 35(5) ऑडिट तब कंपल्सरी हो जाएगा इफ़ एनी रजिस्टर्ड पर्सन जिसका टर्नओवर 2 करोड़ से बेसी होगा, तो अपने को 9C भी फाइल करना होगा. बट ओनली फॉर दिस फाइनेंशियल ईयर 1819 एंड 1920 इफ़ द एग्रीगेट टर्नओवर एक्सीड्स 5 करोड़ then only GSTR 9C will be filed. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any queries, do comment in the comment section below, or you can also find us at Instagram Endurance Duo. और ज़िंदगी एक आईना है, ये तभी मुस्कुराएगी जब हम मुस्कुराएंगे. So stay happy and stay healthy.